Hi there, Sandra here from Cube in the Corner. I just wanted to quickly show you how you can use washi tape for the herringbone pattern card and what you need to do when you get to these side pieces. Because when you cut these ends that butt up against your main strips, they need to be completely perpendicular to the other ones, otherwise you're not going to be able to get your nice even spaces between. So you need to be able to cut the washi tape squared off at 90-degree angles, and I'll just show you the little trick that I used when I was doing it. So you're going to need your card mat. Measurements for that were in the post about the herringbone card. X-Acto knife, pair of scissors, and your washi tape. So I was using 3 colors, and I've started the first 3 strips off here just to show you. The washi tape is sticky, but if you do need to reposition, it is, if you peel it back on itself, you can remove it. So once you get those initial 3 pieces on and get them trimmed up, then you're going to be ready to add your side pieces. So you can't really depend on being able to just take a piece and cut it off and hope that you've got a 90-degree angle there, because as I mentioned, they do need to be perpendicular, and it does need to be pretty exact, because as you build you're going to end up, if you don't have straight edges, you're going to end up with pieces twisted and uneven measurements between. So what I did was I pulled up a piece, and it's fine to do that. You don't need to worry about getting your fingerprints on. That can just actually end up helping you with the adhesion being not quite so sticky. And then you're going to fold back your tape on itself, and that's going to be your straight edge. You're going to take your X-Acto knife and you're going to slide it in between and then cut from one edge to the other. And that's going to give you a nice straight edge on there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and line it up, give the distance that you want. You're going to go straight out and trim it off. And then you've got your first piece done. So the next piece, I just want to show you here. If you pull up and you're working with the tape, the other thing that happens that's a big advantage is if you do it down close and cut it here, then you have to pick it to pull it up, and that can sometimes distort your edge. So give yourself enough to work with, fold over, and slice from edge to edge. Now, if you push out straight all at the same time, you will probably get a straight edge, but you may not, because you can see a little bit here how it's bowed, and that's because when you're pulling straight out, you're actually stretching the tape. So you want to make sure that you kind of tip it and that you're slicing it from side to side as opposed to trying to do it all at once. So there's the edge I want, and I'm just going to take it, cut it off like that. And I can see that's not the next piece I need, so we'll try this one, do the same thing. Pull your piece out, fold over, and cut from side to side. There we go. I'm going to put this piece down next. Again, butt that up there with the spacing that you like. And if you don't quite get it right, it is quite forgiving. As long as you peel back on itself and don't try and lift up everything with you. So there you see, you've got a piece there. And now I'm ready for this one. And again, I'm going to start this piece on here. And go with it over a tiny bit more. And down we go. so easy, no adhesives necessary. You get a second chance, just like repositionable tape runners, and you get such a gorgeous looking card. Now remember, this mat that I'm working on will eventually be placed on a matching undermat so that you're going to get this finished look here. So your next step is going to be working at right angles again out this way. So we're going to take this tape here, and again we're going to fold back. You don't need to pull it down too far, you need enough to be able to get a hold of it. And you're going to come from this side out, like so. Okay, and we need our leaf one, and again we're going to fold back and edge to edge. Our next piece down here. Such a pretty look. And we need this one. Fold back on itself. Make a little crease, side to side. Oh, I can see here I'm not quite straight up on that edge. I'm gonna reposition that. Oh, and you know what? That one's not going to work. So I'm going to try redoing my edge. That's the big leaf. Let's start with a new piece here. And fold and side to side. And you know what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to just take off a piece. It might be easier to work with when I don't have all my the whole roll attached there. See how that goes. Yeah. Sometimes when you get down to the shorter pieces, it is easier to just cut a strip off. So our next piece will be the one with the stars. No, the one with the mosaic sort of stained glass look. And as I recall, I did already do that one. And it's going to be a short one. I'm going to cut that off like that. And I'm going to put this one in here. Like so. Move that up a tiny bit on that side. And then I just want to quickly, no, that's not going to work, so we're going to need another piece. Already you can see the further on you go, the more important these perpendicular pieces are. Now, I'm going to trim those off. And I just want to show you one more piece, because the next piece is going to be a single piece, and it's going to be very small, but it will fit in and it will look lovely. So we're going to go down this way, and we're going to, oh no, so we're working over here. So we just need a little tiny piece in there, and it's going to, has to run the same way as these, because remember, every time you're working perpendicular. So we need our piece with our little flowers, And we do need it to be straight, so we'll fold back and, oops, I forgot to leave that piece out a bit. Okay, so we don't need much there. I got into the habit of always trimming off with scissors on an angle, so I'd remember I had not straightened that edge. So this one actually needs to go this way, and I realized I picked the wrong one because I picked the one that's the same as that, and I actually don't want that. What I want is the one at the opposite end. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to create a straight edge on this one. Put my X-Acto knife down in there and trim off a small piece. And this one's going to run this way. Okay, so it's okay that it's running perpendicular to one like itself. You just don't want them running lengthwise with an identical one. And you just push that in, you've got yourself attached, and trim off. And you just keep working. Mostly you can do the herringbone with either your 3 strips or with 2. So these ones here will run this way, and if I get 3 down, which probably I won't, I would need to rotate. Here I'm going to go this way, and then I would need to run perpendicular to that to finish up. And then I would end up with something that looks like that. Okay, and as I said before, all you do is mount that on your matching cardstock for your main mat, and then that goes onto your card base. And then if you want to put your inside piece in, you can do that. So it creates a really, really nice looking card without a lot of cutting, and it makes such a nice look with the washi tape. You can get all kinds of different washi tapes that you can try. And yeah, so I hope you give it a try, and please show us what you create when you do. So washi tape, cardstock, X-Acto knife, and a pair of scissors, and that will do the trick for you. Thanks so much. Happy card making, and see you soon.